Okay, good afternoon. My name is Ephraim Yar, EPR. I'm the head of the Events and International Programs in Conflict Resolution Mediation at Tel Aviv University. And I'm honored to have here with us for this symposium that will deal with the question of is the two-state solution a realistic solution? And we'll discuss today the Palestinian perspective on this question with our guest lecturer, Major General Jibril Rajoub. His lecture will be followed by comments delivered by advocate, also colonel in the reserve system, Gilad Sher. I'll moderate the discussion, and we'll have, I hope, ample time for questions from our audience. Dear Mr. Jibril, I would like to say a few words about Jibril. As I said, Jibril is a major general and a prominent political Palestinian policy maker, a senior security advisor, and a leading political activist. Since the establishment of the Palestinian National Authority known as the PNA in '94, he has held numerous top policy and security positions, including his appointment as the National Security Advisor to the President in 2003. As we all know, the relationship between the Israelis and the Palestinians had its ups and downs, unfortunately mostly downs. But despite the severe setbacks that the peace process that began officially in '93 suffered during the last years, Rajoub's opposition to violence and support of the option of peace and negotiations as the means of realizing the Palestinian national aspirations did not vanish. And until today, he is still a fervent supporter of the peace process between the Israeli and Palestinian people. If I'm not mistaken, you are one of the first to accept the Oslo principles of agreement in '93. And in that capacity and his prominent role in the various stages of negotiations that we all know, I assume that he also came to know Advocate Gilad Sher, who will be the commentator on this in this symposium. I would like also to say that two things. First of all, in his modesty, he preferred not to speak in Hebrew, but actually, or frankly, I asked him not to do it, not because I don't trust his Hebrew, he's very fluent in his Hebrew, but because we have many international students in our audience, most of whom don't speak Hebrew, at least not as good as you do. Secondly, and this is a revelation for me, according to what they have just told me, Jibril, this is the first time that he gives a lecture to Israeli students. So we are, in a sense, in a historical events. With these introductory words, I invite Jibril to the podium, please.